Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? Yo, this is the 77th episode of the In Your Face show. And I'm here with the lovely, the awesome, the the swagnificent one, Miss Nakia Bryant.
How are you?
How are
Thank you
you?
for having me. I appreciate this so much.
It's all good. It's all good. All good in the hood. You know what I mean? How's your day going?
My day is going good. It's going great. I'm never one to complain. I'm here, and that's all good.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? I was excited to do the show, which you know
Oh,
what I mean?
thank you. I'm
Yeah,
excited to be here. Thank
yeah.
you.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have somebody to, to laugh with, goof off with, you know what I mean? So
And
we
then
gotta get
that's
it, you know what
probably me.
I mean?
It's probably
So,
me.
oh yeah, you know what I mean? So tell us about this movie called The Thirst. Y'all been
Oh,
talking.
yes. Yeah, Tori definitely described it very well if you didn't check out his interview yesterday. But we are embarking on this journey as vampires, right? Dr. Parham has created this script and had this great idea. And I'm just so happy that I'm a part of it. I get to work with some of the most just beautiful and amazing Hawthorne James is in it as well. But we have just so many characters in there that some I've worked with before in A. Ali D'Souza and some like Miss Hollywood, Elise Hollywood Evans. I mean, her energy is always amazing. And I just can't wait to character that vampire for you guys.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, what are one of the roles that you play in this movie?
So I definitely am not able to say too much about it, but I am I do have a call time tomorrow, so I will post pictures and a little behind the scenes footage of my day.
Awesome,
I'll be in
awesome,
Sacramento tomorrow. Yes.
awesome, awesome. I'll be at work. Baby, beyond.
Hey,
But nah,
gotta do what you gotta do.
I wish I could act, man. I wish I could get down there and have fun with y'all, man. But so, how many years have you been acting?
Well, I guess if you count third grade, I mean, everything's really been on and off, right? I wish it were more consistent. It's not because I hadn't tried or anything, auditions are auditions, but I mean, just a few, I haven't really counted that, but
Hey, shoot. I mean, no, you might as well count it. Shoot,
I,
it's
I
school,
mean,
you know.
some stuff, I just, if I didn't have lines or anything like that, I just use that as a stepping stone to my next project.
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, just to use it to up your game. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
take it to the next
right.
level.
It's
I
all a
feel you.
learning curve, yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Sometimes you gotta use the next movie as a way to see the future. See the next board
Right.
that you're gonna jump on. And that's what I do. You know what I'm saying, and the things that I do. I'm a comic artist, so my next project, I have to see beyond. I have to go farther than, what I'm saying. You have to put the
As in
hay
like
before the horses.
comic books?
Yeah, I design them. I design them and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this brilliant daughter. I have some of her work. I'll just flash really fast. No, I'll show you afterwards. She
Yeah,
might get
yeah,
mad
yeah.
at me.
Show me afterwards, because
She might get mad at me. But yeah, she's just this brilliant sketch artist, she draws her patootie off and she loves it. So I'll show you after.
No worries. Well, you know what? I'll work something out. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. Okay, okay. So what made you want to become an actor?
Well, I had always wanted to create these not characters in my head, but like characters that I can play on the outside. So
Mm-hmm.
like for Mad as Hell, the movie, I hope you guys are all streaming it on Tubi TV or Amazon Prime. But
You played the
I'm
old lady, yeah.
Miss Cresswell. Yeah, I'm Miss Cresswell in there. And, I like to just go outside of myself sometimes and, be funny or um, hopefully I'll get a role that'll draw some tears or something. But that's why I like to express my art through acting
Mm-hmm.
and the things of that nature.
Right, 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 right. So, you know, in the movie Mad as Hell, right?
Hmm.
'Cause I wasn't able to see it just yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still
Oh,
waiting
shame
to
on
see it.
you.
I've been promoting it, but haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet,
It's okay. The
unfortunately.
soundtrack is also fire, just in case y'all don't want to know.
I mean, hey, shit. I mean, yeah, I got you. Probably rock something while I'm going to sleep. You know what I mean? Never know.
Yeah, right.
But I got a question. The old lady in the movie, right? Is she like one of the old ladies that's like one of the like the old ladies in the what do you call that movie? Was it Friday? Like where
Uh,
like is she like
like the nosy neighbor or like the
yeah,
nosy old
yeah, like
lady.
is she,
I would think so. I didn't dig too much into her backstory, but she was just a witness to, and she just happened to be an old lady, and it was really funny. I don't know. I got a kick out of saying I baked some cookies. I mean, I just got a kick out of saying it, and I was hoping that I could say it, 4 or 5 more times, but I did it like 3 times before, Robert's like, okay, we got it. So I don't know. It's different.
true that, true that, I mean, hey, I can't wait to see this movie. The old lady first.
Yeah, don't blink. You might miss me, but I'm there.
I feel you.
I'm there, I promise.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. So, what? How many projects have you worked on in the industry?
I have so I've definitely done at least 4 or 5 projects with Dr. Parham. I back till 2009. I've done a few web series like commercials. I did a little bit of modeling. I wish it would have been, like I said, more consistent. But as you're auditioning, they choose who it's chosen. And I didn't get a lot of work I auditioned for, and I'm okay with that. But I wish it were longer and stronger, my resume. But I'm here, to build it
Hey,
on up. Yeah.
I think you and Cinda and Amy are some very photogenic
I
women.
absolutely love Cinda. She has so many wise words. She's just full of all of this wisdom. And I don't know. She was someone I definitely admired in movies as I was coming up trying to figure out, things. So
Awesome.
definitely watched her on New York Undercover. I knew exactly who she was when I met her. And then when I got the opportunity to just be in a film with her, I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
I mean, when you're around people like the people that you've grown up watching, it makes you want to
Right.
take the game up to the next level. It makes you want
It
to,
does.
yeah, it makes you want to make them proud because they are the ones that open up the doors for you,
Right.
to walk in. If it wasn't for them, open up those doors, you wouldn't be able to do that. You know,
Right.
I mean, hey, shoot, I give honor to the people that came before us, and I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Well,
So
hopefully I can, hopefully that's the goal is, I can hopefully be an inspiration to someone who, it's just, things aren't going the way they think they should go. You just have to keep going.
mhm.
If just have to keep pushing.
True that, true that, true that. That's true. You have to keep pushing because if you don't, you're gonna fall flat on your face.
Right, right,
Keep pushing, and keep. If you stay stagnant, that's another way for you to fall because a stagnant way, you may cave in. The floor that you're
right,
standing on may cave in. You want to keep moving because the enemy cannot hit a moving target. You know,
right,
so yeah, I very
right,
much
right.
understand what you're saying. So who are your mentors in the industry?
Oh, wow. Well, right now, I mean, I have such a high admiration for so many new people, new just new blessings, that I've been able to have in my life. And I love good, positive energy. One of them is just absolutely like Miss Missy Lee's Hollywood Evans. Like I can't even describe the amount of energy that she gives you when you're around her. It's just something that you can't describe. And I hate like leaving because I'm like, how do I keep that energy, with me? But everyone has been, believe it or not, Robert's been a really good mentor from way back. He has been able to teach in a way that actually makes me like listen, like,
Right.
I sometimes, sometimes it just goes through your ear. But he has a way of doing things that or teaching that I just listen and hopefully one day I'll be able to create my own films, because he's really set the foundation in filmmaking for myself.
Very understandable. True, true. You know, Robert is one of my biggest mentors too.
Mhm.
When I first met him when I had my first comic out, and we talked, and he was like, I never, because I was
No,
scared to come up to him. I was nervous to talk to him because I didn't know how to come to him, and I didn't know how to talk to him about what I was doing, and
yeah,
it was so nervous until we got to know each other, and he's real cool person,
yeah,
and real cool to talk to. So I very much understand.
yeah.
But
And I'm still lucky. I have a few more projects in 2023 that we're working on. So I hope to come back and talk. Let's talk about them.
damn right, I love it. Yeah, come on
Yeah.
anytime you want to. So I have a question. I want to bring up another project that you're doing.
Okay.
Mama don't take no miss. You
Oh,
know what I'm
Mama, don't take
saying?
no mess. Did you get a chance to watch the teaser trailer? Did you get a chance
Yeah,
to
yeah,
watch?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I like I
Yeah.
I actually love the scene of the women, what I'm saying,
Mhm.
on the cover. And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Right. Yeah, we're giving it a set. It has like a 70s vibe, right?
Hmm.
I don't really know. I can't really say too much about it, but we're gonna bring the funk and everything else that comes with it, right?
Hell yeah. Bring the funk, bring all of it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Everything you got. You know what I mean? So I mean, where do you feel, when you do these projects? Like, do you sit and just wonder like how good this can be in the next couple of years, or
Um, I always try to think about that when I'm actually hired for a project. I always think about like this is going to be so amazing, or I hope this reaches a wider audience, one that I've never experienced before. I always want that to happen with every project that I do and that I hope to do. I don't know. I just I always want them to win. I always want them to hit the strat. I always want them to. So every project to me, even if other people don't think so, I love it. So
Well, I love it
yeah,
too. Yeah, I mean, I love it too. Yeah, I mean, I
yeah,
never
I
saw it,
love
but
it.
I love it.
I'm trying to get into this action thing, so I can get my body going, but
That's
while
understandable,
it's still good, while it's still good and going. So that's it. I just want to try new things and continue to make people laugh or cry, or some people change the channel. That's okay too.
You know, I was talking to Robert about doing a mini series for my comic book.
Mhm.
Um, and we haven't worked on the credentials yet, but maybe you can play one of my characters that I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if you saw any of
that
my
would be great.
comic characters yet. I don't know if you saw any of my comic characters, but if you look on my the back wall of my for my profile, you'll see the silhouette of my poster of all my characters on one big poster.
Okay,
And yeah, I mean,
that's all you did all of that.
me and my team did it, you know what I'm saying?
You and
We
your
worked on it.
team. Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a boss, baby. You know that. You know
Yeah.
that.
In your face.
In your face. But how did you prepare for your roles?
How do okay, so let me just say this. This is just a side note. I've been through about 5 or 6 pairs of fangs for this movie, The Thirst. Let me just say that. Because I just can't pause. I don't know what happens. But I don't know. I read the script and I see what I can do, like, for this character, if anything at all. Um, but a vampire, I don't know. I just read it, and whatever comes to mind or comes out is just kind of what it is, and then I make adjustments to it. If other people see things, like, I think we were talking about criticism and things of that nature earlier, and you just take it in, and then you make the adjustments if it's something that you can do, or you stay true
Right,
to whatever or stay true to whatever it is you're trying to do.
right. So, like I always wondered, like when they do the vampire teeth, because I've seen some of the most cheesiest movies, with the weird vampire looking teeth. What do they use to put the teeth in your
So
mouth?
okay, so like I said, I've been through a few. So, they have like retractable ones. They have some that you can um I mean, my daughter is so creative. She cut a fake fingernail and used the nail glue. I mean, I don't even know. Or you can have the wax, you put the wax on your teeth and stick them in. I mean, I assume there's a few different ways that you can achieve that look if that's what you're going for. Um, and then hopefully it works.
Right,
Hopefully
right,
it
right.
works.
Because I've always thought that they use those plastic teeth that you used to wear back then when you was a vampire for Halloween. Those little plastic looking teeth.
That you can. They have those that you just stick the whole mouthpiece in your mouth, and
Yeah,
hopefully it doesn't fall out, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they have those. There's a few different creative ways to obtain that look, like I said, but it's just not easy for me. I don't know. I've been trying over here, so I got to get it right. I only got like a few hours to get it right, so.
so basic. Okay, what kind of makeup do they make you wear when it comes to wearing the whole get up of a costume? What is the hardest makeup to like get off?
So I haven't really played a character that required me to do the whole prosthetics thing or
Hmm.
anything like that. I've never done a character like that. I just know that it took like Amy and I to do the old lady look for that Mad as Hell film. I mean, about 30. It depends, you know. We're not experts at it, but um we tried to put it together. It was a funny thing. I mean, it was funny trying to do it. So,
Okay, okay. Yeah, because man, I've always wondered because I've seen some of the behind the scenes of some movies.
mhm.
Man, like I'll be wondering, I'm like, how the hell they get that
Yeah,
on their
some have
face?
some. Yeah, some artists sit for hours. Some sit for hours and hours, you know, and I mean, the outcome is always amazing, right? But then, you know, when you have to use the bathroom, I mean, I'd imagine it's not easy, right? I'd imagine it's not
Right.
easy, but the outcome is what like really matters, right? So you just got to sit there and take it.
I feel you, man. I
Yeah, you
feel you.
just got to sit there and take it.
Ah, man. So, out of all the projects that you've done, man, what projects have you, what role? Okay, what projects have you, you know, okay, let me look at the front. Projects have you, what projects do you think will skyrocket and be a hit?
And be a hit. I think, like I said earlier, I hope all of them do. No. Let me see. I just think that this is going to be a real good. I mean, we're not finished with it, so but it's always we're always coming up with good new ideas and how to improve anything. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can do some CGI or something like that in this one. Mama Don't Take No Mess is just my next project that I think that's strong for women. And it'll, it's there's some camaraderie with women in this film, as you can see in the promo. We're standing firm on what we believe in. And I believe
Hmm.
something happened to a character's daughter. And we're the mamas that don't take no mess. And so you'll get to see us in a different light. I hope there's some choreographed butt kicking. I just hope you'll see like a whole range of just of our skills and our talents of all of us.
Right. True that, true that, true that, So where does this Mama Don't Take No Mess, where does this take place? Like what state?
Where do we film?
Yeah, like yeah.
Oh, so we filmed here. We're in Solano County, so we filmed locally. I'm not sure what the other locations are, which is okay. We still have time to figure that out a little bit. I'm not participating in any writing or anything, so I didn't ask. Sometimes I just show up. But
Right.
um, we just filmed it local. We just a Bay Area home here, Fairfield, Sassoon, or we are in Sacramento.
Oh man. Oh man. Shoosh. Yeah, because, you know, most places have you been when shooting movies?
Shooting movies far, probably not. No, like I said, I haven't really had a project
That took
that I
you.
worked on for myself in LA or anything like that. I've always like assisted other people with things. And so most of all of my films in the Bay Area, I did a web series trailer there. Um, and the commercials there, and then the fashion show was in Oakland. And so other than that, I've just been, pretty much in this area here, the Bay Area mostly.
Awesome. I mean, shoot, it allows you to get used to to being a big time. You're gonna get there one day. I believe so. You know what I'm saying? I believe so
Yeah.
because
I don't
you're
know.
very
I don't know where I'm going. That's the good thing about it. I know I'm on my way to somewhere, to something, and it's good that I can't like put my finger or see it. I'm trying to work on myself still to get there. I think I'm still young. I got a little bit of time, to just continue to do the work that I love to do,
Can you
and
see that?
hopefully people enjoy it.
Can you see that up there? That comment right
Um, you look gorgeous. Oh, Tori, he is so amazing.
there?
He is so amazing. I'm gonna take that photo for him. I think I told you before the show what he
uh,
told me. I'm gonna do that for you, Tori.
yeah, I mean, shoot. I mean, if you think about it, you know what you could do. Then, so you like comics so much. I mean, hey, why not turn it into a turn that photo into a comic photo? Remake a comic. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about it, right?
Let's talk
I'm
about
open
it.
too. I also write lots, I think the last published writing I had was on actually poetry.com. I don't even know if they still have poetry.com. But I did a lot on there some years ago and won a few contests and had my stuff published a little bit. Um, but I'm still working on that as well. Just I created my production company here so that I can just write and produce some of the projects that my passion projects. Some of the things I've been working on for next year will be really good for me. I hope that I'll be able to accomplish that as well.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do awesome because you got the look, you got the the energy for it, you got the enthusiasm for it. You know what I
So
mean?
now I'm trying to grab people like it's more than just a look. I don't know. 'Cause that's pretty much what it was. It's all about timing, and I'm not mad at it at all, but it was honestly really hard for me to not show up with a look, right, and
Hmm.
actually ask if I had lines or ask if is there any other character I can audition for. Is there anything else I can do besides just standing here? Basically, is there anything else? And for a long time, no one had anything else for me, and that's okay, right? Because I'm here now and be able to distribute it, hopefully, my own way.
I think it'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? The more it's like what I do now. It's like the more projects you do,
Hmm.
about the you want. Tell us about the projects you want to do.
Oh,
See, Rob got
I told you, I really want to get into action. This is what excites me. Okay, this is what gets me going here. No, I really want to get into, films with with everything's just crazy CGI fighting, characters. Like I said, I don't know. My childhood was a little different in a way that I wish and I'm not trying to put anyone in a gender box, right? So don't go there with it. But I just had men and boys around me. Like I had three older half brothers. I have all uncles. I have one auntie. So it was hard for me. It was easy for me to sports, and like my dad took me to. We went to the Coliseum to see WrestleManias, and I was able to see like Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullen, and everyone on the Warriors teams back, the old school players. I was able to go and see them, and that inspired my love for basketball or just stuff. But I like to see stuff flying and people ducking, and
yeah.
somebody saving the day, in a way that has never been done before.
I mean, you like to get your hands dirty, and that's cool. That's the awesome part about the stuff
Yeah.
that you do. Hey Rob, you got something there, man. You got somebody that's willing to do the action,
he's
man.
he's probably not even watching. He better be watching.
He's
He doesn't
watching.
live far. I'm gonna go
He
to his
just
house and say,
he just
Doc.
sent the comment.
Oh, Titty, I can't see. Oh, there. Tell us about those. Oh, it went off. What did he
Sorry about
say?
that. Sorry about that. Tell us
Oh, tell us
about.
about the. Oh, yeah. I just answered that. So, on that end, Robert can choreograph me in these amazing fight scenes to where I'm not pretty or cute, and I'm just whooping ass. What else? um, with so many amazing people, I got a chance to go to Dragon Fest this summer, and I just saw some of my, action heroes basically that I would love to work with anyone. I just saw so many. It was so overwhelming for me. I wanted to get to know everyone, but I didn't get an opportunity to. So, you know, I just don't
You
want to
know,
stand there anymore.
see, and I have a character that's just right for you. I mean, her
Do
name is Red. Yeah, her name is Red Magic. You know what I'm saying? She's very petite. She's very, she carries two like it's like a staff but with a knife on top of it. Like it's like a
okay,
sword on top of it, and it's a very gory type of character. She has a mask, like one of those desert storm masks and stuff like that, and her hair is red. You know what I mean? She's real cool, real cool,
perfect.
real cool. Yeah, I'm
She's
a
fire. She's fire engine red. Yes.
I'll show you the character that I'm talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, what's what? So what roles that you have dreamed of doing? Like what roles that you dreamed of doing?
So as far as subject matter,
As
um
far as like,
or just
it could
or
be,
who I like to work with, and
yeah, yeah.
um, well, I'm not just saying this, okay, because you're in New Jersey, but I do have this thing for Queen Latifah. I don't know how I need to work with her, but I need to work with her. I know she's doing the Equalizer right now, and even watching that is a different side of her. And she's just this multi-talented individual, right? With a jazz singer, she can make you laugh and put you in your place in films, like all at the same time. So I just like our everyone. Who else? Oh man. Yeah, it's so many that I'm just too nervous. I don't want to, leave
It's
someone
okay.
out.
It's
I
all
don't
right,
want to leave anyone out, but whoever, just positive energy, um, yeah, just positive energy.
So, where do you see, Mama Don't Take No Mess in 5 years, or maybe a year from now? Where do you see it taking off?
Hopefully, global, why not? Mamas don't take mess all over the world, right? There's mamas that don't take no mess all over the world, and hopefully this movie reaches them, and in a good way, and we're able to just bring women together in a different light.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure what's going. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Oh no, go ahead.
I mean, especially if it's um a 70s, like
Mhm,
60s,
mhm.
70s vibe to it. I'm quite sure the older, more mature folk will take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure they love it.
Uh,
Quite
I
sure.
I don't see why the younger demographic would not either.
I mean, it could. I
I don't
mean,
I don't see why they wouldn't either. I think if it's right, if it's written in a way, it's going to pull in everyone who it's going to pull in. I think it's going to pull in a lot of people that I think I would be surprised to see and hear sometimes. Oh my gosh, I saw your one earring. It was an earring thing at this time, and I had no idea that this older woman who was just really into earrings. And she had recognized me a long time ago from just doing the fashion show I did back then, and I had no idea that she had even, wore earrings or did anything like that. And I had seen her with a pair on from the company, and that was our conversation. We talked about our love for fashion and earrings and stuff. So I
true
mean, you
that.
never know. You never know.
Never
The
know.
three of us, like Amy, Missy, Lise, Hollywood, Evans, like we're all just different anyway. So, everyone who loves and follows them as well will be able to see a different side of them in the movie as well.
I think it'll work. It'll work. It'll take off, man. I think if it's in the right hands, and if it's distributed right, Who's this?
That's Tori. Tori is showing me love.
No,
Forever
I'm talking about the.
Awesome. Forever Awesome. That has to be Miss Hollywood because she is Forever Awesome. I know that's her. It just says
Okay.
Facebook user, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I know it's you.
that's because yeah, that's because StreamYard hasn't recognized the person. I'll straighten that out later.
Okay.
But yes, yeah. So how many like actors that you've really worked on that's really known in Hollywood?
Oh, as younger, I'd say that there were a lot of already and those were in the entertainment industry, probably in my family a little bit. I had always been in awe of, so my dad's actually a twin. My dad's a fraternal twin, and his
Okay,
twin is had always been this famous opera singer.
okay,
And I had always been in awe of that growing up. I didn't see him that much because he was in Southern California, but when we did, I always got some great advice just from him and things of that nature. But working on projects with big names, I- I've only been extras in things like that, so I couldn't tell you. I've never actually had a conversation with someone who's super big right now, or do you mean like that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've always been an extra in the background or assisting, something like that.
You worked with Tori and you worked with
I work
Rob.
with all of them. They listen, they're so it is so overwhelming. I'm telling you, Cinda literally kind of like threw me for a loop here because I was like, Cinda, wow. And then I went on an event with her, and I was using my brother's car, right? And I get back home and I was like, I picked up Cinda and we went to Fat Burger and stuff like. He's like, Cinda was in my car. Cinda was in my car. And I was like, Cinda was in your car. He's like, Cinda was in my car. I'm never going to wash my car. So he's, so many. I just hope to be as great as them one day.
Miss Elise said you're a superstar, Nakia.
She's so amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, so so when it comes to when did it when it dawns in you to blah, when did you feel that you are great as they are as them? Oh, Rob said you are as great as them.
Thank you. I'm trying, Doc. I'm trying. I'm listening to everything you say. I swear. I'm listening.
See,
So what was your
see.
question? I'm sorry.
Now
Thank you
I had
guys
to
so
get
much.
I had to gather that. I had to gather that. My fault. My fault. You know, was there ever roles that you've had to gather your thoughts and just go on get faster and because you remember I remember somebody telling me that like as you get the big roles it goes faster, the pace is faster, and you know what I'm saying. I wanted to touch on that. Is it real faster like
Oh,
that?
the pace is faster. So filming these feature indie films, it's kind of like spread out a little bit.
Okay,
So
okay,
it's not so much of a network or a studio, a thing where everything is
okay,
just
okay.
moving, it's moving. There's a little more time. I mean, I don't want to take too much time on a day on a set, right? But um yeah, it's not as fast paced, but there's a little more one-on-one. If you need that extra push, or maybe say it like this, or maybe do this. If you're being choreographed, there's a little more personal teaching that comes on with that. And yeah, studios, I'd imagine that you should, if you're not ready to go, then you should probably go home. I think if you're not ready to go by the time you get to the studio, then you should just probably go home. So you got to be ready. At least that's what I've always been told. Like always been told, or I'm with someone who's doing a major project or something like that. Just the level of stress or the level of readiness should always be there.
True, true, true. So, was there ever a sad moment on set during like these
A
movies that you do?
sad moment. I think moments are always sad when it's over, right? I think,
Okay, okay.
yeah, like moment. And so for a long time, you know how you get together at the end and you take pictures. I never did that for a long time. I never wanted to do that because I never wanted it to be over. I never wanted it to be over. So I always thought if we take this picture, that means it's it. I'm never going to see you guys again. So I always left that space open so that, it's never like we left. And that's how I like to look at it. I take pictures now at the end and throughout, but before, it was hard for me to just take that last picture because, no, I just felt like, I wanted to stay. We should not part.
True, true. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to do it sometime, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta do it sometimes, but that was my thing.
I mean, it's never a goodbye. It's always a see you later. You're going to see him on TV, or you probably
Right,
can see
but
him
that's not how it
Facebook.
translated to me, at the time. So,
True that, true
I
that.
figured it out. I conquered that demon, and I'm here now.
Hey, yeah, you gotta take, gotta conquer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like I know you're the funniest on set. You gotta be the funniest on set.
So they say. I'm just ready for the onset competition. I'm so they say.
Okay, okay. Like, what are the roles that you would never, that are off limits to you?
um, that are off limits to me. Even before I was, okay, I don't want to, block my blessings here, but I'm just open. I never would do a film that would purposefully hurt children at all.
True.
Um, you know, um, I know when you're trying to tell a story, sometimes you need to get down into the grit of it all. And
Mhm.
sometimes, if that's the story you're telling, it has to be true, right? It has to look real, and we have to make it look real as actors. So, I don't know. That's a good question there, King Daniel. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Nudity, I'm not into the nudity thing, right?
uh-huh.
Mm, not into that, but yeah, I'm probably gonna say like never to that. Maybe. Probably
True, true. I
probably
mean,
gonna say no, thank you to that.
very understandable. So, was there ever like a funny moment on set? I know it has been with this cast because y'all are some of the most goofiest, funniest people I've met, in a long time. I mean,
Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Um, what did I do? I mean, I'm always bothering Robert on the. Like I'm always. It's just so situational. Like if we're, if I see that no one's smiling or everyone's stressing, I'll probably just grab the camera and just start bamming in people's face, or something. I got to do something to wake everyone up. Like it's situational. Some people don't like to be scared. Like honestly, I thought this lady was going to die, honestly, because she was older and I just came around the corner and scared her. And all she did was like this. And I said, no, please don't die. Please don't die. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. So it's like, so it's always situational. So I said, I can't scare anyone over the age of 70. I'm just not going to do it. Whatever that looks like. No, I'm just not going to do it. But, I don't know. It's situational. Um, but there's always something.
awesome, awesome. She's funny even on the red carpet. Woo, it sure is hot over here.
Who said that? Who said that?
Robert said it.
Oh,
Right. Hey, I mean, shoot, you should do some comedy movies, you know what I'm saying? Some like
yeah.
everything that's
I
comedy on
have
set.
something on my bucket list, that I just hope to do. I'm not gonna say it, but I have something on my bucket list that I'm just gonna get out my system. It's funny. It's not anything bad, but I took the time to, and I have it right here. I'll show you really fast. Let me see. Just a second, everyone. So I created this little, I don't know what you can say, but it says my kitchen, my rules, right? And so
Hmm.
what it has inside are these are all of the things, these are all my jokes that I wrote. This is all the stuff that I wrote. And I plan on putting it all together and maybe hitting a stage, maybe, thinking about getting on a stage and just letting the funny out.
Hey, whenever you have your first show, you can come on and promote it, and I got you.
Yes, thinking about
I
it.
got you.
It's on my
I
list.
mean, so, how do you feel like being an actor and, you know, did you ever think that you'd get this far, or do you feel like,
Um, no, what I am I'll often think about is, that the time that I took off, and I had to think about just getting back in there, like rebranding, connecting with contacts, that I've had, just whatever it is. I always thought that if I had ever, taken a break or had anything else that I wanted to pursue, this is definitely a passion of mine. But sometimes, women have families or just whatever it is, we kind of need that time to just to regroup, and this is something that I've still always been passionate about. And I'm just glad that I'm able to do it. And if there was a fear, it was probably then, just trying to come back in and dealing with like who is just dealing with it all. It has been a very positive, reception, and I'm just thankful for it. But that was, it's scary to, take some time off and try and just jump back into anything, honestly. But in, this business a little bit, you have to, you have to stand out a little bit more.
okay, okay, true. Yeah, it is true. I second that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to stand out. So I'm trying to get back in. So I'm trying to stand out more and more,
I
try
feel
to
you, I feel
stand
you.
out more and more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you. So, when it comes to you being shy, right? How did you get over that? What did you do to get
So I don't think it's anything I've ever gotten over. I don't know. I'm not as reclusive. I used to just blame it on being an only child, right? Because my parents, I was the only child. So I just used to think this is just what I'm supposed to do. I don't need a million people around me to be happy for one, or I don't need to be out there in everybody's face. Even if I have a project or a post, I don't know. I just always needed a reason to, the reason why I'm here. I needed a reason to be there, and so that's what I always felt like. I'm not really shy. Like once you get to know, once I, but I'm not so reclusive that I don't know how to, hop in a room and try to capture it as best as I can. And
through?
I think
Okay.
it's an everyday thing. I guess when audiences get a little bit bigger, sure, I think that's a little makes people nervous, but you just got to get out there and do what you got to do.
That is a good answer. A good answer. Great answer, I might add.
Yeah. I'm missing one person though that, used to give me that little extra kick in the behind, but I'm trying to navigate that.
Right, right, right. So what motivates you to be the actor that you are?
Well, I just first, I always hold dear the passion that I have for creating, just creating, on whatever level it is, I always have a passion for that. So that keeps me going. And it's really truly an outlet, like I said, I'm an only child, so sometimes, I have to either be in one place or I have to be everywhere. It's either or, there's no like real room for anything in the middle. So that just keeps me going. My children keep me going. You know, everyone I love around me, you know, keeps me going.
Out of all the movies that you've done, right? Out of all the movies that you've done,
Right.
what are the characters that relates to you the most out of all the characters that you've portrayed?
Uh, well, there is a film. I don't know if Doc wants me to say this film. It's called The Difference, and it was really actually my very first film. And how he presented it was, there were a few different situations that he had, and my character was a woman of color, but she had a husband. I can't remember if it was husband or a boyfriend, but he was a member of a not so nice white group. I'll just say that. And so somehow we he had to show us actually getting along, in our setting. And we are so different as people. So all I can remember him, and this is so funny, I had some product to advertise, and all he kept saying as I'm trying to do my line is, "Your hand is over the barbecue sauce sign." So I had to keep saying the same line, but I kept my hand over the barbecue. So how am I supposed to say this line? And you keep checking me about this barbecue sauce. And so, but it was a real interesting film because he split it up, like I said, into four situations, and I think they're really relatable today. And that was one that I said, my counter partner in the film, I said, he's what? And then they wrote the letters on his arm, and I said, okay, wow, this is probably really real. So I had to figure out how to navigate that.
Well, yeah. I think you're doing a wonderful job. You
Well,
know,
thank you,
um,
sir.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I think I gotta see Mad as Hell and Mama Don't Take No mess.
Yeah, I
Shit.
gotta I gotta give more yeah, I'm getting it out there. Next year will be a great year, hopefully for everyone, that I know and love. And so I'm just trying to put out as much as I can.
So tell us about the movie called The Difference. And Rob just said you did a great job on The Difference. So tell us about it. Tell us about
Oh,
that
it's
movie,
so
girl.
funny. He's so being nice. He's being nice. I got yelled at so many times for that barbecue sauce. You don't even understand. But I get it because it was product placement. I was learning how to navigate that, right? I was learning how to figure that out. And yeah, like I said, he created these, I think there were about four storylines there. So you can ask Robert Parham you can ask him where it is and where you guys can watch it. Um, but that was like my very first, so don't laugh too much. It was good. It was a great, trust me, it was a great, it was really good. It was put together really, really well. And so I'm glad that I was a part of it.
Awesome, awesome. So so what are your five favorite movies of? Matter of fact, I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10. 10 favorite movies of all time that you just put over just the best just ever.
So yeah, I'm probably what they would call like the geek. I'm part of the geek movie squad, I guess you can
Okay,
say.
okay.
Yeah, I'm part of the geek squad. Sorry. So I watched all of Star Wars. I watched all of those films that were just not like every other film. You know, like I said, that had all of the colors going, this just so much action that I had to watch it. I remember like Batman, the original Batman, I think it was 89. Like I think I cut like fifth grade. I don't even know what grade I was in to go see it, you know, like all day long, because those sort of films were just really impressive to me. So I would say like Star Wars and all of the comic book movies, yes.
Mhm.
Um, what else? And so like I explained to you before, Do the Right Thing was the movie that just opened me up to movies.
Awesome.
That
Awesome.
movie, yeah, that movie opened me up to want to watch everything other than, you know, those other types of movies. So,
True that, true that, true that. Um, I would like to invite you, right, to my 100th episode of the In Your Face show, right?
100. Okay, we're on number 77, right?
Number
Okay.
77,
Okay, okay, okay.
we should be there by, I say, I want to say
February. Okay.
February or January, or one of them, depending on, the guests and depending on how many people we have for that day. It's going to be a long show. Like we only could go 6 hours, so it's going to be a long show
Oh,
now.
okay.
But I'm not going to say I wouldn't say it's going to be too long, but it's going to be a long show. But it's also going to be a thing where people can come in. It's going to be a revolving door, so people can go in and out, and everything. And it's going to be everybody that's been on the show before,
Okay.
and go from show number one, show number two, show number three, all the way in back, right?
Okay.
And everybody that's been on the show will have their projects, and they'll be able to ask questions and answer questions, and we'll be able to give each other pointers on what we could do better, and we could actually connect with each other and build bridges and build a rapport with one another to see what we can all do to help each other get out there, right?
Right.
So that is, and also I'm gonna be doing like like a convention soon,
Oh,
and
okay. On the East
that's
Coast?
yeah, on the East Coast, or probably video virtually. Um, it's going to be like it's going to be a Jarhead launch party, but it's also going to be a convention where everybody is going to be I'm going to be launching my comic book brand, and I'm also going to be launching my comic book, and I'm also going to be launching a show.
Okay.
And everybody that's been on the show is all invited, and everybody that's like, you can bring your movies, you can bring promotional, you can even get a table and start signing not contracts, but like signing
Signing contract. Yeah,
autographs
that'd be
and
great too.
signing. And we're gonna have singing acts, we're gonna have food, we'll have vendors and all that stuff. I'm still
Okay.
working on the stuff that where I want to have it at. But and also we're gonna have like a show where I'm gonna be the center, like the one that's gonna be being asked the questions.
Oh, oh, look
So
at you.
it's gonna be hard
Look
because
at you.
nah,
Okay.
because I mean everybody's gonna be able to ask me questions,
Okay.
and they're gonna ask all the hard questions. I love answering questions. I love,
Right.
just coming out of work. It's because I'm an open person, so I
Yeah.
love it. But it's going to be to promote, to promote the brand, and also promote myself as well. And in turn with that, while I'm promoting this in the show, it's going to also bring flooding to everybody else, because everybody
Right.
else who's tuning in and commenting in, I'm gonna be giving shout outs to everybody that's commenting. And
Okay.
yeah, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
I just had to get that out before we, what I'm saying, get back into that. I do that during all shows, so don't worry about
Yes. Yes.
that.
Okay.
So
You have to love on yourself, boo. You gotta love on
you
yourself.
right, I love myself. You damn right, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it that else.
Right.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
you
But
don't, nobody else will.
you damn right, cause I'm the swagnificent one, baby. You damn right, King Daniel
Right.
Taylor. nah, nah, but I got a question for you.
Okay.
Was there like, have you ever basically been on set and like you've like just did something so funny that that at first you didn't think it was funny, but when you look back on it, you just started busting out laughing.
Of course. Um, okay, so and this I didn't even do this as a joke. This was I no, I'm not even gonna tell the story. I can't even tell the story, but I had did this this show, and this was 1997. Okay, so we were all struggling back then. But no, I can't tell a story. I don't know. I would ask someone who's been on set with me. I don't really think about it. I don't really think about it. I just like to make people laugh, when we're especially in stressful situations sometimes. Sometimes working in film is a little stressful, especially when like sounds don't work or, someone shows up. I mean, just it could be anything, I may just step in and I don't even know. It's like I said it earlier, it's really situational, but I don't do it all the time. I don't like plan on pranking or doing any of those things. But I have prank stuff in my pockets somehow, right? So I don't know how they get in my pocket. Like I put okay, fine, I'll tell this story. I I put
I wasn't even pushing you.
I
I wasn't
put
even
some
pushing you. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
so I put a substance on a chair that I probably should not have. And someone had, and it was the end of the night. And this person, didn't have anything to drink or anything. So, she thought that, she was the bigger person because no one else was, she was like really the only like stick in the room. Everyone's having a fun time and she's a stick in the room. And I don't know. I didn't do it maliciously, but what happened was she ended up taking my skirt from me to for her to wear, and I had like these shorts. So the joke was like really on me, right? Because I offered her my garment to cover her up when I'm really the one who did the thing. So that was it. I can't say, I'm not trying to go there, but I just do, I don't know. It's not that serious. I like bloop. I just like to make people, laugh. Especially when you're working, it's hard sometimes to find that joy, so.
Yeah, you always gotta find the fun in the things you do. If you're not having fun, why are
Right.
you
If
doing
you're
it?
not having fun, just why are you there? Yeah, you probably should have stayed home. It's just
Yeah,
how I see it.
there's always going
I
to
don't
be a
know.
class clown around there somewhere because it's everywhere you go. There's always going to be somebody that's gonna do something,
But
and
but it's not that bad, right? It's not that
I know
bad,
it's not.
really. It's not that bad, at least I
I
don't think
know.
so.
I mean, it's not. You know what I'm saying? If it's like this, if you can laugh about it, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a
So
hard
there's a
time.
so there's a TikTok, right? So I do that on occasion. I digital create also as well for Facebook, and I need to do more. I hold on to stuff, and then I just one night I just dump them all out, right? But there's I had done that before in the I don't know when I went last time I was at a music studio was some years ago, probably in like 99. But I actually put a string around the microphone thing, and then I had I had taped this paper. It was an ice cream bar, and I just put tape around it, and I had it dangling, and it was horrible because when it started melting in the studio. And so thought I was doing something, going in. I was trying to play this jug, and all of a sudden the ice cream starts melting. And so, yeah, it's just
Yeah,
little things like that, nothing major.
I mean, you're a goofy person. Of course, I
Nothing
believe that.
major. I just like
Yeah,
smiles.
yeah, I believe that you'd be good in being a comedian. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't laugh at your jokes? You're a goofy person. You have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you gotta ease the tension, break the ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that's hard. I don't really know how to ignite conversation sometimes. I think that's okay. I don't know how to sometimes. But I'm getting there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just you just gotta. Because me, sometimes I only speak when spoken to. Sometimes, and I
Oh
don't say
yeah.
nothing. I'm a quiet
And
as a church mouse.
sometimes traditionally, right? Grandparents, that's what they, especially if you grew up in a Black family, right? Grandma
Right.
said, little kid, whatever grandma used to say, speak, this is an adult conversation sometimes. And even though you want to put your 2 cents in, I didn't really know what it was about, but it was always, um, you know, just speak kindly to people.
Right. 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 Always. So there's a part of the show, right?
No.
That I give you 60 seconds.
Okay.
60 seconds to promote whatever you got,
Oh,
whatever
okay.
movies you got,
I got this. Uh-huh.
and 60 seconds to give the advice to anybody that's coming into the not the comic industry, the movie industry. And I don't always do this. I do it every other show. You know what I'm saying? So bear with me. I'm about to start doing it every show. So but go ahead.
Okay, so I am actually wearing a hoodie from it just says Angel Body Bar. It's a brand I created last. I'm still working diligently on it, creating, designs and projects. And I plan to launch it on November 28th. It's just an online boutique, an online store that is really near and dear to me. So Angel, I'm not trying to make it as though anyone's perfect or anything. This is actually just my firstborn's middle name, and she actually inspired me to because a lot of who I am is just really because of her, and how we were at just getting to this point. So this is Angel Body Bar. You can get hoodies, you'll be able to get socks, stationery, t-shirts, and a couple more items that I'll introduce, like I said, on 11/28/22, which is Cyber Monday, this November. And so that's one. I have the Thirst, is in production right now, and you can follow them on Facebook. I'm not sure if they're on Instagram, but Facebook, The Thirst. You can follow Mad as Hell on Facebook. You can follow me, Nakia, on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Nakia_1, Nakia. What else do I have? My own projects. Oh, I am working on this studio with my other daughter, the one who was in the movie Mad as Hell. So if you like to see Brooklyn, she does great things in theater as well around town. But I'll just show you a little snippet. Never mind the color of the apron. I turned it around so I didn't do the branding. So this is her. Do you see that? So
Hmm.
there's that part and that part. She creates everything. She's made a fabulous photo for Miss Elise Hollywood Evans. And what she's doing, what we're trying to do is she just wants to be her presence, kids that look like her to have a presence in this comic world as well.
Hmm.
Because it was mostly male dominated, right? So she's just the only girl out here, at least in our area, who's just tackling on that that artist. She's driven to do that, and her studio, we're working on that, Artie Pants Studio. Hopefully, I'll get it out by the end of this year. If not, definitely January. And that's it. That's it.
Okay, okay. So, do you have any advice for the people that's coming into the industry, or do you, you know,
Yeah, my advice is to, at any age, right? At any age, don't limit yourself. But at any age, study the business a little bit more. That just put a linger on a lot of things that I was trying to do before. There's so many legalities in this business, and you want to protect yourself. And just have a fun, positive energy, and you're going to come across great people who want to really help and push you along and support you. And sometimes you don't, but you just have to keep pushing past that.
that's it?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it in your face.
In your face. All right. See, thank y'all. And you heard the lady. Thank y'all for the love.
Thank you so much. You can pre-order these hoodies. I'm just doing pre-orders right now, you guys. I shut down the site. I also have onesies that are just sold out, and I'm just waiting for just product and stuff to come in. So I will put those back up available probably in the next week or two. So I'm just move. I'm just trying. I'm just moving. I'm trying. I'm just moving. I'm moving up. Hopefully.
See, because I'm feeling the vibe, feeling good, and I love y'all for watching the
Yes. Thank you
show.
for watching.
It's been awesome, y'all. Have been great. Y'all have been awesome. Thank y'all for chiming in. And it's been the In Your Face show with Nakia, Brian,
Yes.
and we out. Peace.